There on today's sport. Now, though, here on France 24, it's time for today's Asia Live. Here's Asia Live then, and in just a moment we're going to talk about the 14-year-old girl shot by the Taliban who could win this week's Nobel Peace Prize. First, though, news that a French national of Algerian origin accused of links to al-Qaeda has been deported from Pakistan to France and immediately arrested on his arrival here. We're going to speak to Taha Siddiqui. He's joining us from Islamabad. Taha, just tell us about this man and about where he was arrested and how foreign fighters actually operate there in Pakistan, can you?
Well, this particular al-Qaeda operative that we're speaking of from who has an Algerian background and a French national, the reports that suggest are that he was arrested earlier in this year, around about in the month of May, from southwest of the country, from the Balochistan province. We do know that the Balochistan province has the Iranian border on its side, where it's a very porous border and people come and go out without the check of security officials because of the fact that it's unmanned and there's a lot of areas where one can escape from Pakistan. We also do know that there are reports that suggest that this particular person was staying in Waziristan before, and he was familiar with this area because he had been a part of the Afghan jihad in the 80s and he was revisiting these areas. Some media have also spoken to his wife, who said that he wanted to live under Sharia in the northwest of Pakistan, in Waziristan. Now, Waziristan is an area which is bordering with the Afghanistan and is found in the Pakistani tribal belt. It's a completely lawless area and where lots of militant groups operate from. Some of them, namely, are the Afghan Taliban, which includes the Haqqani network. Then there's the al-Qaeda operatives, which include the Arab fighters, the Uzbek fighters, the Chinese fighters, and some other European fighters we know of. And then there's the Pakistani Taliban, which is waging a war against the Pakistani state. So over there, I mean, there has been pressure internationally to take action against these elements in North Waziristan, but as of yet, we haven't seen the military moving in. We do know that the military has taken military action in other parts of the tribal belt, but North Waziristan has been, the hands have been kept off from there, and a lot of analysts and a lot of security experts in Pakistan and the region believe that it is because the Pakistani authorities want to protect the Afghan Taliban because of their interest post-2014, where they want to see another Taliban-friendly government in Afghanistan, and that is why North Waziristan is out of bounds for any security officials, even for the media. As a media person, I cannot go to North Waziristan, and this is where all of these foreign fighters are being trained. There are camps of them, and they take shelter there and then move in and out of those areas.
Yeah, good to get the background on that one. Thanks for that, Taha. Well, also this week, the 14-year-old girl Malala, shot a year ago, I'm sure the viewers will remember, in northwest Pakistan. She spoke out, of course, in favour of female literacy. Now, she could now win this week's Nobel Peace Prize, but Tara, has her story actually made any difference there in Pakistan?
No, I mean, what we see in the country right now is that there are more than 5 million girls who are not getting any education and are of school-going age. Recently, we went to Punjab also, where we did the following report that will be running shortly, in which we see that girls are being banned from going to schools because the school is of co-education nature. At the same time, there's a lot of fear in the northwest of Pakistan with regards to schooling of girls. So the situation remains almost as bleak as it was a year ago, as you would see more in this report.
In this village in Punjab province, a group of men are discussing their daughters' futures.
We're okay with girls being illiterate. It's okay if they don't study, but we cannot accept this. It's an attack on our honour. We cannot allow the boys and the girls to mix.
The decision was prompted by a recent announcement by the provincial government to convert all segregated primary schools into co-educational ones. At this school just a few kilometers away, classes continue but without any female students. The girls are not permitted to leave their homes. Ahmed, who has been studying here for the last 4 years, worries about the future of his female classmates.
The girls will end up illiterate. They're getting no education. When the girls don't come back to school, how will they learn? They should come back.
A year ago, a Pakistani schoolgirl called Malala Yousafzai was shot by the Taliban for speaking out in favor of female literacy. She survived the attack, but continues to live in a self-imposed exile in the UK. The Taliban have vowed to attack her when she returns. Back in Punjab, the teacher believes Malala's struggle has had little impact.
Malala's sacrifice has gone to waste here. She wanted to educate girls, and for that she struggled and suffered violence. But to what end?
Today, Malala has become a problem for the Taliban and other religious groups like the Jamaat-e-Islami. The head of their women wing, Samia Rahil Qazi, blames foreign agents for the attack on Malala. Samia and others in Pakistan are actively spreading propaganda against the schoolgirl. In a photo shared by Samia on a social networking site, Malala is seen with some American officials. For Samia, this is proof of Malala's links to American intelligence.
I believe there is not just this one photo. There's a lot more evidence like that. What happened to her was an elaborate plan by foreign powers. Everybody in Pakistan knows this. The Taliban could never hurt her. Muslims don't do that. And I'm even sure that you have been tasked by the CIA to interview me.
Malala is the first Pakistani girl to be considered for the Nobel Peace Prize. Yet her dream of female education is far from being fulfilled in her own country.
Yeah, Taha Siddiqui reporting there, and thanks very much to Taha for joining us a few minutes ago from Islamabad as we spoke to him just before that report. That was today's Asia Live. Well, that's the news from me for now. We'll be back, of course, in another hour's time with another Live from Paris. Catherine Nicholson here with the next hour, though. She's going to be finding out more about the story we've been bringing you over the last hour that's just breaking of six employees, in fact, at the Fukushima nuclear plant being exposed to radioactive water, which has leaked within the plant. Catherine speaking to our correspondent in Tokyo very shortly on that story, so stay with us if you can.